When I find myself in trouble, I can call on the instructor without feeling stupid or holding up the rest of the class.
Mr. Rich?
Hi.
I'm having trouble with this chart on the comparison of fetal and adult skeletons.
Yes, I think in this case it would be better for you if you'd go with, work with Pat, Joanne, and Larry. They're working on the fetus and adult skeletons now. Why don't you go work together and you can help each other?
What do we call it?
Yeah, because it's the little...
What do we call this?
The spot comes down here, the metopic suture, and then it divides it in right and left halves, and in the adult it doesn't do that because it's been fused together already.
Okay, where's the metopic suture?
It's right up here. It just comes down here and then it just divides in right and left halves.
Oh, see, there's not, it's not.
Make the birth canal larger. Well, how about the distance between the iliac crest? Can you see that? This is male. This is female. What's the difference?
That one looks farther.
Okay.
With the kids working independently most of the time, the instructor has more time to give individual attention and to work with small groups like this. Independent working with media is great for moving you along at your best speed and understanding, but the group sessions keep you from getting lonely and provide a give and take that reinforces what you've been getting on your own.
And the true pelvis is surrounded totally by bones on both sides.
As we work at our individual carols, the instructor, through the prepared tape, is constantly directing us to special kinds of information to help our understanding. 8mm single concept loops, films and film strips, slide tapes, models, and wet lab. The library of a small college can't compare with those you find at the great universities, but through microfilm, we have available to us here almost anything in print we may need. Videotape cassettes allow us the same individual flexibility as our audio tapes. We can use them when we are ready for the material, stop, back up.
This is the beginning of an overview on homologies and evolution. One of the interesting things about evolution are the theory of organic evolution.
These have also been prepared in a special edition for deaf students.
Muscles and many of the skeletal structures which...
In a course like this, but with state boards and such, we must all learn certain specified basics. But we are all different, and the course is designed to recognize the differences, letting us learn at our own rate, using devices that work best for each of us.
Hayden Williams is Director of Learning Resources at Golden West.
Good teachers have known for centuries that the method of communication they were using had deficiencies unless it was augmented in some way. We have learned from educational research and research in educational psychology that even the select students at Harvard and Stanford University retain only about 10% of what they learn after the first 10 minutes of a lecture. They retain it till the next day if they do not take notes and they simply listen. New innovations in education have been resisted in spite of the deficiencies that are obvious in the traditional approach. In the 1840s, the chalkboard was introduced to the classroom. It was criticized as depersonalizing education because the instructor had to turn his back on the class. We think we have very good statistical evidence that our efforts to improve instruction by the use of media has been effective. We have a nursing program in anatomy and physiology designed for students in our nursing program, in which after 6 revisions of the materials we prepared for that course, 80% of the students are scoring 90% or better on an outside evaluation, such as the state nursing boards. This, we think, is an excellent record. When 80% of your students can score 90% on an outside evaluation, we feel we have something. We also have a program in biology, which, when taught traditionally, lost about 45% of the students either to failure or withdrawal from the course. After we improved the program by appropriate mediation, we reduced that figure to 22%. In other words, we were saving about half of the students that we had lost when we taught the course traditionally.
Lenoir County, North Carolina.
This is a farming station, this part of the county, almost 100%. And our main crop is tobacco, and I would hate to say what I thought the average income was of the average farmer.
At one time, we raised a lot of cotton in this county, but that's completely gone now. And we raised a lot of soybeans and right much corn.
Southwood School, built for a high school over 40 years ago. Now, since consolidation of the high schools, one of the county's 5 elementary schools. Its bright new media center greets the children for whom it was made each morning as they enter. This cheerful, modern, well-equipped center was a drab and musty auditorium. With its lightweight, movable furniture, it can be quickly and easily rearranged as an auditorium for school and community functions. In other county schools, old agricultural shops, some unused, others used only for storage, were transformed with little money and much help from vocational students and the community into what you see here. This one at the Contentnia School, this one at LaGrange. Oliver Smith is chairman of the Lenoir County School Board.
The first thing I'd like to say is that, you know, this is not a rich county, and we have to get the most we can out of our dollar. And one of the priorities in this county has been the media centers. And the people were behind us when we once got started. They helped us. We never called for any help that we didn't get. Because the people in the county wanted the best for the children.
Main Street, LaGrange. The seed and feed store of Earl Kinsey, school board member and board chairman when it all started.
In 1966, we received the Title II money from the government to use at the Pink Hill School Library. Well, after we fixed the library and media center at Pink Hill, the people all over the county were so well pleased with it, what we had done there, and the Board of Education too, until we decided to fix at each school, elementary school, a media center. And we couldn't do it all at one time, but we did do it with one a year.
Mrs. Doris Branch teaches 4th grade at Southwood School.
Well, the media center has made a big difference in the way I teach. I think that it's made a big difference with the students, too. They become more interested when they can do these different media projects that they carry out. It's not reading. It's not all busy seat work. The librarian has always been extremely helpful.
Well, take a look at this. You must be starting a unit on the desert.
We are.
The cactuses